Welcome back, CSE 3200 Yukon Stores. We are in Chapter 4 of Robot, where we have introduced our robot view model. This is robotviewmodel.kt. I'm going to do things a little bit backwards here. Having extreme problems with the emulator. I got it to run. I'm going to leave it running, and I'm just going to show you the code instead of live coding it because this thing's failing so much. All right, so we want to make this robot view model. We can't do it until we go into the Gradle. I'll show you the Gradle and show you the changes that we made, and they're right here. But it's the last thing I'm actually going to show you. So we'll go through it, and then I'll show you how we should start here. I think it was our tricky spot in class this year. So once we put that information in, once we make any changes to the Gradle, we are going to sync the Gradle. I'm going to have to do that. I'm currently running the program. The next thing we did is we created Robot View Model. We went into Project, under Kotlin Java, we right-clicked this, new Kotlin class file, and we called it Robot View Model. That's a capital R, a capital V, and a capital M, no spaces in between. Robot View Model. Okay, then it made this program, or it just made a program that had this right here, and some curly braces, and that was it. All right, so we are saying that our class Robot View Model is going to be of type View Model. Sort of. I mean, I say that a lot in Kotlin whenever we have the colon of type. But in essence here, we're saying that since the class is of this type, it is a child of ViewModel. So our class is going to be a ViewModel class. So we had to have the those dependencies put into the Gradle. Those Gradles allowed us to download the library and make use of it. Okay, so this wouldn't have done, this right here wouldn't have done anything until we fixed the Gradle. All right, the next thing we did is we made this init block. This init block probably gets deleted pretty soon, and it's maybe the only time we use an init block, maybe one more time in the entire semester. It's not necessary, but if we want to customize what happens whenever something gets created, we're making our own custom constructor, then we customize it in the init block. And we're just going to log the fact that the view model has started. Okay, we are going to override on cleared. Now, we just took a quiz on the activity lifecycle. On cleared is not one of the activity lifecycle methods. We're not in an activity. We're in a view model. Okay, so it has this one and only lifecycle method, and it's basically the method that gets called as soon as it's taking itself out of memory. Just like the other methods that we logged, it'll have a super dot on cleared, or a super dot on whatever I am. Okay, so on cleared, super dot on cleared. Super says we're going to make a call to the parent's version of on cleared. All right, so the tag doesn't work until we put in private const val tag equals robot view model. All right, so that's our view model class. Over in main activity, we didn't have that many changes. Let me hide this here so we can see this entire line. This is a very key line. If I start typing this line, I'm getting an autofill, autocorrect that says private val robot view model equals, and then a view model constructor. And that actually it works. I'll put that in quotes, but absolutely do not do it that way. We're using the property delegate by. And that basically means a property delegate is we're delegating this responsibility to something else. So instead of saying it equals and then calling the view models with a capital V, saying we're invoking the constructor, we're going to have this view models do the work for us. And so behind the scenes, it's doing something we're not responsible for, but I got to tell you what it is. It's going to make sure that the view model acts like it's supposed to. And what is that? Well, we'll do that in another video, so I'll come back to this line in that other video, but for now, that guy is important. Okay, so what did we do after that? Not too much there either. All we did was try to log our messages. Okay, so we put in this right here, that we got a view model. This was already in there, and that was it. I want to show you that if I go to logcat, that I have a second tag. Now, it's way too small for you to read it, but this is the one that we had first. It says tag : main activity. There's no spaces in there, no capital letters. There is a space here that just says that I'm going to have another tag. So it's the first one again, tag : main activity, no spaces, no caps, a space, and then tag : robot view model. So that robot view model tag is the tag that we made in robot view model. Okay, so let's take a look at the logcat. It should have refreshed, but it is really struggling. There was information there. Okay, we will stop taking a look at that. Let's go back to the running device. Where's the running device? Right here. Let's hide this, and let's see how it is currently behaving. So I click, and the game should have begun. It did. I can click, say, white. Okay. I rotate, and I'm going to click the button that comes up in the corner that says actually rotate. And if there isn't too much of a delay, it actually works the way I want it to right now. Okay, I'll accept that. Let's take a look now for the logcat. So what do we have? On pause called, on stop, on destroyed, on create. We got a robot view model. It's this guy right here. I don't see that I can scroll up anymore. So let's see. I will click red. I will rotate back. I will try to hit that little button to get it to rotate, and we'll see if it works at all. But we got another robot view model, and it should be the very same memory address, and it is. Okay, so I wanted to show you that. Again, look, crashing. And I didn't even get anything that said that it crashed, but it stopped working. It's been crazy. I really hope these things start to iron themselves out. But that's what I wanted to show in this video, which is just where we went with our code in the last class. Oh, there was one more thing. The thing that was probably getting everybody, and that's what's going on here. So this is new to me, this format. I saw it, and it's very concise. I'm used to seeing this go on for quite a bit longer, and it'll look a little bit different. So I'm going to get rid of these guys. These are the ones that we added, and I'll show you how to add them yourselves. So we want something that is, we want the implementation. And remember, this is to put in to get our libraries, our dependencies. No, that's not what I want. Android X dot lifecycle colon lifecycle dash view model. Now I'm going to go ahead and hit tab. I can't see everything that's there because my emulator's in the way. It's not even working. So let's get that out of the way. 2.6.1. Okay. I'm not sure what I typed, but what I actually typed before class was something like this, and this is my version number, something that worked before. I'm going to go ahead and put my other implementation in there. Let me put in like all the way up to here. I'll copy this, paste it, Android X dot activity colon activity. Now, I'm probably getting autocompletes that you wouldn't because I've already gone through the process and I'm backing it up. So you can just take it from the version numbers that I show you here or something similar. You can get version numbers online. 1.7.2. Yeah, I think that I actually use 1.7.2 before class and in class. Where's the quotes? Okay. I'm going to go ahead and sync this. It should sync fine. I'm not sure how it'll work with these, but these are some old numbers that I had. I think the problem that we had in class, and I'm not sure, because as you can see, like, so many things are just breaking with the emulator. I was surprised by, I got an autocomplete of a version number that was really high here, and I kept it, and I ended up going to, you know, something that looks like this with that version number in there. When I got back to my office, I turned it back to not this number, but the number that you'll get in just a second, and it started to work after that. So it could have been that number that was the problem. Okay, so it says the version number. It says that it has finished syncing. Now, it's not giving me a highlight right now. That's interesting. So let's see. Let me change this to a 1.9.2. What's it going to say after that? Okay. So now it highlights these things, and it says that replace the existing version catalog reference with Android x.activity.ktx. And I'm going to go ahead and select that, and that's how I got to this purple. It's wrapping it up in a package. Now, I tried typing this. People in class started to just type this, and it doesn't work. And so, like I said, this is brand new to me. I've got to figure out what's going on behind the scenes. And this guy here, well, it does say that there is a more recent version, so I will, a newer version is available, more, Control F1, let's see. Okay, so it says 2.8.5, I'll switch to 2.8.5. And this is what I did for myself, you know, to get it to work, and undid it and showed it to you in class. All right, so then I'll go through the process again of replace with this, this reference. So now I will sync again. I can sync here, I can sync there, and it all should work. And we're going to leave it there, and I'll come back in the next video and real quickly just go through what should be happening with a view model in general.